Hello! I recently picked up Johanna Basford's newest book and I thought I would do a flip through today and maybe do some of the activities. We'll see how we go. This is 30 Days of Creativity. I bought mine in a local bookshop called Dimmicks. I think I paid a bit extra, but I just wanted that instant gratification of buying it then and there. It's a bit cheaper if you get it off Amazon though, I think, and there are probably a few other places, so do shop around to see if you can find the best price. I'll link it down below in the description anyway. So let's take a look through it. I'm quite curious about this one because it's not like her regular colouring books. It's more of a how to create art kind of book and maybe unleash your creativity. The cover is different. Normally her covers are just a plain colour, but this one is a blue one with some shiny gold foil on those little flowers. And that's the back of it. I'll just hold it there so you can pause and read if you would like to. So it's got the standard kind of covers that she usually does with little illustrations the entire way through, and it's that nice thick cardstock. And then over here it feels like the pages are pretty standard for Johanna Basford, so they're not great for putting things like watercolour paints or anything with water in it on there. I've tried doing that before and they will buckle, but for coloured pencils and fine liner pens and things like that, they're pretty much excellent paper. And I'll have to fill that in, won't I? Okay, so there's some introduction and some reading there, so I will hold it there just for a moment so you can pause and read that at your leisure. A habit tracker, that's interesting. I am not going to do another 30-day challenge for quite a while, just so you know. I have just done the Inktober recently and that was more than enough. Oh, it was so time consuming and life consuming. But I mean, you don't have to exactly do every single one of these in 30 consecutive days. You could spread it over one a week or something like that, or every few days, or even do multiple ones on a day. So just do whatever you feel like you want to do. Here it's saying colour the circles as you fill the days in so that you don't break the chain. I'm not going to do that. It's a good idea if you want to challenge yourself, and they can be quite good. I just find that 30 days is a really long time to commit. Maybe a week would be enough for a challenge for me, but anyway, let's check out what's in here. Well, there's a lot of words in here. I'm not going to read everything out because we'll be here all day. I'll just do a flip through and then I might come back to a random page or two and see what sort of activities I can get up to. So I'm quite intrigued by this one. I would say that if you're looking for a colouring book, this one probably isn't for you. I would choose some of her many other books that are definitely only for colouring, such as Worlds of Wonder. All of these ones are very much her colouring books. I think this one would be really useful if you're stuck in a creativity rut and you just can't think of anything. I often go to colouring books when I'm stuck for ideas, and just by the action of colouring something, it will often inspire me to create another artwork. So I think I will pick a page and do something in here. Funnily enough, the first page that I have chosen to do is actually the first page in the book. I thought it might be fun just to decorate these teacups, so I think I'll do that. I might colour them in as well. Let's see how I go with this. I don't know that I'm going to colour all of these ones in today though, because there are so many and they're tiny, but they always take forever, so I think I'll focus on the large ones. I grabbed my favourite black rollerball pen, which I always have handy, and it's waterproof ink. It doesn't bleed at all on this paper, so it's really good to use. And I just started drawing some little designs using inspiration from the tiny teapots and cups on the previous page. Some of the designs are pretty much my own, and other ones I copied from Johanna's pictures. The one I'm doing now, if you look in the bottom left hand corner, you can see the second teapot up has got the moon and the stars. That's where I got the inspiration for this cup. And then I added just a few little extra embellishments to it. I always doodle these kinds of flowers on everything, so I had to include at least one cup with that sort of design. And then I just drew some random lines around it. I really wasn't thinking very hard of the designs. I was just making it up as I went along. And the good thing about doodling is that you don't have to be planning it all that much. You just start drawing some lines and it ends up as some kind of design. I did a second floral type cup here. And then I went for some polka dots. As you could see in the middle top teapot on Johanna's side, I was pretty much going off that design. So this book is really helpful because she has got a lot of design suggestions, and you can copy from them, which I was demonstrating here, because sometimes it's just hard to come up with your own ideas, so it's just nice to have inspiration from another page that you can copy and then start to think of your own pictures. I find copying a few designs really just loosens me up and relaxes me, and then I will start to go off on my own tangent, so it's a great way just to be inspired and let go of those nerves that you sometimes get when you start drawing and you think, oh, I'm not going to be able to draw anything. I found this to be a very relaxing activity, and I had a lot of fun drawing these. I was listening to music at the same time. I saw the cat cup there and had to draw one of my own. Mine's a bit of a fatter cat. And I actually incorporated another cup into this at the top, middle, the one with the triangles. I just drew some triangles in to make it a bit more interesting. And I like how that design came out. It's so cute. This last one, I wasn't really thinking of anything. I just started drawing hatches. And somewhere in there you can see a little hatched kettle, which I had taken that design from as well. So yes, I was pretty much using a lot of those little pictures for design ideas. I did change it up a bit on mine though and added in some waves. So here I am colouring, and I started out using Derwent Coloursoft pencils, and I am going to review these really soon. I have filmed a review, I just haven't edited it yet, but I just kind of wasn't feeling the colour palette of them. They're a set of 72 and there were some colours that were missing, and so after I finished this cup, I switched to my larger 120 set of Faber-Castell Polychromos, and they worked a bit better actually than these ones. Coloursoft pencils are very soft, and I was just struggling a bit on this paper because it's really smooth. The Polychromos I think work better, and you get a sharper point on the pencils because they don't break as easily, so they're really excellent for colouring books. But I figured this was an opportunity to use my new metallic gouache, and I painted the moon and stars with the gold. It's so pretty, I love it so much, and I really want to do more with this gouache. And you'll see later down the track I used some metallic silver ink as well, which is one I already had lying around. So here I am going on to the next cup, and this is with the Polychromos pencils. I really hadn't planned the colours. I'd started off with that one in the middle because I knew the colour scheme that I wanted for it, and then that gave me a base as to what the other surrounding cups were going to be colour-wise, and I've used all sorts of different colours in these. I tried to get a gradient going here with purples to pinks, and I started out really lightly and then built up the layers as I went. So there's no issues with layer building on this paper. While it is smooth, it does hold quite a lot of coloured pencil. Although I didn't get a very good gradient there, you can see a definitive line there. I'm not great at doing that, I need to practice a bit more. And that's kind of what I was doing here, was trying to practice my gradient colouring, and yeah, it wasn't super successful. But never mind, I still quite like the colours in it. So really in colouring books there is no right or wrong when it comes to the colour choices you make. It's just whatever you feel like doing at the time. I tend to instinctually pick colours that I think will go nicely together, and then I just make it up as I go along pretty much. So I started out with orange flowers, and then I chose some darker orange for the accents around there, and I think I ended up using quite a lot of red and orange in this, far more than I was actually expecting to do so, but I got the yellow as well, and I just really love those warm colours together. I did decide to do the background around the flowers in a lime green colour just to break it up a bit though. So I had a really great time colouring all of these. It didn't take too long, it was maybe a couple of hours of drawing and then colouring. It was a really relaxing time, and it was such a great activity to do. I enjoyed this page very much, and that's kind of why I did it first, because it was the one that spoke to me the most at the time. And I really only did get this one page done because it did take quite a lot of time, and I needed to be able to finish filming and editing this video in time to have it up for the weekend. So I'll let the rest of this play to a bit of music, and you will see when I get to the cat that he ended up looking quite a lot like Gandalf. There we go. That's one page done in the whole book. It's going to take me quite a long time to fill this up, but that is pretty much all I have time for today, and I will definitely be revisiting this book in future videos to perhaps do some more in here. There are a lot of other ones that I would like to try out. Here are all the designs I came up with. Some shiny metallic paint on a few of those as well. And I really like how this page came out. It was fun coming up with some of my own designs and also using these ones over here for inspiration, and the colours I just made up as I went along. I really like this book so far. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this, and I will be coming back to this book at some point. And thank you very much for watching. I will see you all again in my next video. Take care out there, and I'll swatch you later. Bye!